not saying I was being a hater, but I was being a hater. Hey guys, it's Krysta. Welcome back to my channel. I am a boudoir photographer in St. Louis, and I am here to help you grow your dream photography business to create financial and life freedom for yourself and your family. I'm gonna be blunt. No one cares about your photos. I know that's a wild thing to say as a photographer, and I'm saying that sarcastically, but also kind of not sarcastically at the same time, because as a business owner, it took me a while to realize that I needed more than just good photos to run a successful business. And the thing that really flipped this switch in my mind is that I was, doing research, being nosy, looking at other photographers, looking at their ads and their things. And there's this one photographer, and it seemed like they were always booked out. They were always very busy. They were always posting about how they had clients. And I just didn't understand it because I thought their photos were very okay. They were very okay and not necessarily, in my mind, not good enough to justify how they were booking so many sessions. And my first thought was, my photos are better than theirs. Why aren't I getting the same amount of clients, getting the same kind of response as they are? They seem like their clients really love them, even though their photos aren't that great. And I know that's a rough thing for me to say because I'm not out here to judge other people's photos. And honestly, this was kind of the switch that I was like, okay, if it's not the photos, and though I want to say their clients, I'm sure very much loved the style of photo that they were getting, because it is the photos to some extent, but that wasn't the reason that they were getting so many bookings. When I dug deeper, I realized that this photographer had an extremely flushed out, strong brand. And I think that is what a lot of photographers who are looking to start a profitable business are missing. And so in today's video, I'm going to talk why brand is so important, and it's a really integral part of your photography business, and it's most likely something that you can improve upon. So when it comes to brand, there are 4 things that is really important that you nail down. The first one is, who is it for? And a lot of photographers create photography businesses because they want to take photos. But your business purpose can't just be because you want to take photos, because at the end of the day, your business has to provide value to somebody that is not you. It has to provide value to your clients, because that's why your clients make a purchase and they book with you and they leave you good reviews, because you have provided a lot of value to them. So look at your photography and your photography business and nail down, who is it for, right? And so this would involve creating your dream clients, which I have a link down below to a worksheet that goes through how to create your dream client, who they are, what they are, what's the motivation behind them booking with you. And once you go, and this is honestly probably one of the hardest things that any business can do, is deciding who their business is for, especially when there's a lot of creative drive behind the reasonings that we start our business. But that worksheet will help you flush out who exactly your business is for. Next thing we need to figure out is, what are our brand values? And so these should stem from your own personal values. My brand's main core value is empowering women, right? And that came from my own personal life experiences and my passions about empowering women, not only through the photography space, but in other tech-related fields that I've worked in. And so for me, it was natural that that was my brand's core value and core message. Look at your own personal values and see how you can translate those into the values that your brand has. All right, so now that we know who our brand is for, who our business is for, what our brand's values are, the next thing that we need to figure out is what is the goal? What is your brand's goal, right? How is your brand going to implement that goal? And so my business's goal is to help women see themselves in a new light. And I provide that through empowering women through boudoir photography. So it all kind of works together, but your goal as a photographer, and it should be your goal that you want your client to achieve through using your service, right? So I want my clients to see themselves in a new light, to feel empowered, and the things that I provide as part of my service all are serving and pushing towards that goal that I have. So knowing the goal of your brand is going to make it really easy to create brand messaging and to speak directly to who your brand is for. And so the last thing that you need to think about when it comes to brand is that you have to build an emotional connection to your clients. And if you went through the first three things and sorted those out, this should actually be really easy. People purchase and people make purchases based on emotion, right? And we're not talking about like people buy toilet paper because they need toilet paper, right? Like people don't need photos. Photos is not a necessity to live life. So you have to build an emotional connection with your clients in order to convert them from cold leads into paying clients, or cold or warm leads or whatever. Convert them from leads into paying clients. Your brand has to have a strong emotional viewpoint that your dream client can latch onto, and that will be the reason that they book with you. So it's not that your photos don't matter, it's that your brand, your emotional connection with your client, your purpose, the purpose of your brand matters more than your photo. If you are a photographer that has been really struggling with getting clients, even though your photos are exceptional, take a look at your brand and take a look at how you are messaging your business and your brand to your clients, because there's a really good chance that if you made your business because you want to take photos, then your brand reflects that it's about you and it's not about the value that you are bringing your clients. Okay guys, that's it for today's video. Remember to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and as always, there is a link to my pricing guide and calculator down below. It shows you how much you should be charging as a photographer if you would like to become full-time, and it is a great tool to start your journey into becoming a full-time photographer and starting and growing your dream business. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.